So this is your floor section. It should be for anything from 20 minutes to half an hour, depending how long your class is, whether your class is 1 hour or 45 minutes. So let's start on the right side of the mat. You take your left foot behind, you're in a split stance. You bring your hands together and come down into a split squat, come all the way up, kick up that left leg as high as you can and tap the foot. So you come down into that split squat and tap. If people cannot come down all the way, just get them to do the best that they can. If they can't lift the leg up, they could do a knee as an alternative. So it could be here and knee, or all the way down and up as high as they can. So do as many reps as you need. Then slide the left leg back behind, come into a lunge. Then step back into your plank. Make sure the plank is really strong before moving into a press up. Then bring your hips towards your heels, so you stretch the arms straight. Then you lunge forward with that left foot, you come into a twist, and then the whole thing repeats again. So you come back through, you do your press up, you bring your hips to your heels and stretch, and then twist into that lunge. Again, so you keep repeating as many times as you feel necessary. Now, if someone needs a modification, okay, you can bring the knees down in the press up. You can keep the knees down in that pull back, stretching the arms, and then you can keep the knees down in the lunge and twist. Okay, so there's always a modification if people don't feel they're strong enough in their press up or mobile enough in the other movements. Okay, then from there, you come through to all fours, snake the body through like a sexy snake. You come onto your front lying prone, fingertips into the mat, legs together. From here, you push up into a cobra, drop the shoulders down. You come all the way back down and then lift up the left leg as high as you can. So you lift up, shoulders down away from your ears. Okay, coming back down. That back leg comes up long and straight to keep the abs and the glutes engaged. So being mindful how the lower back feels. Lifting up only as feels good. If someone has limited mobility in their back, you can keep the movement on the forearms. So this would be a modification. Remember, not everyone's bodies are the same. So it's really important that you always offer a modification. Then, when you've done enough reps, come through to all fours. Gonna take the left leg back, right arm forward. You find your balance in your superwoman. Okay, then from here you take the arm and the leg out to the side, you bring it back, then knee towards the elbow. So looking at the knee, curving the spine. So you find the length, you open out to the side, you bring it back, and then you curve. So this is working through the glutes, the thighs, the hamstrings, the back, full compound exercise. Lots going on here. It's great for balance and control. So as many reps as is needed. And then from here you extend that back leg and you go up with the leg and come into a press up. Remember, toes are pointed, the leg is reaching up to the ceiling. Chest is coming down. So your modification would be for someone to not go quite as high with the leg. If people feel they have that mobility, they can lift the leg up higher. When you've done enough reps, take the right forearm down, left arm straight, you're in a turnout. So the hip is open, the leg is up as high as possible. You're gonna bend the knee, bring the heel towards the buttocks and then kick. So start off with a slower kick. exhale. So every time you kick, you're trying to push that leg up a little higher. When you've done enough reps of this, you're going to go a little speedier. Kick, kick, kick. This is really fun for everyone. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then you're in the perfect position to turn into a side plank. So you have the top leg over the bottom. You stretch the arm up to the ceiling, and then you're just going to roll through onto your forearms and then over to the other side. So just rolling from one side to the other and making the movement as fluid and graceful as you possibly can. Okay, now if someone needs a modification, you can take the bottom knee down. You can take the bottom knee down, and you can keep the knees down, so you're just gently moving from one side to the other. You're going to finish facing back to the front, okay, and that top leg is just going to cross up and over. If that is too much for someone to keep the bottom leg off the floor, your modification would be with the knee down on the floor. So you're just drawing that rainbow, keeping the arm extended, or if that's too intense, hand behind the head. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then everyone comes down, lying straight down on their side with the arms framing them face like a ballerina. Lift the legs up off the floor and find that strength through the obliques. Roll onto the back and lift up into a V. So upper back and shoulders come off the floor, and then you turn again onto the side. So it's a really smooth movement, lifting up, back and shoulders off the floor, and you're finding that control. See how the legs stay up off the floor? Now, if someone has trouble to lift the upper back and shoulders off the floor, they could just roll onto the back and lift the legs if their neck feels uncomfortable, and then roll back. Okay, last one. You relax yourself onto the back and make any adjustments that you need so people are comfortable on the mat. Then reach the arms up over the head. You're going to find some momentum to come into this sit-up. So you're doing a sit-up and twisting towards the front. Okay, so towards, this is my right leg. So the right leg, if I'm mirroring you. So you come all the way down. Inhale, exhale, and up and twist. Okay, now, of course, doing a sit-up for someone could be challenging, so they can always add their arms to support them. So you could have one arm help to push them up, and then they twist and just bring the other arm round, okay? So again, that arm would be there to support them. That's the right arm. Support them up and down in that twist. So with or without the arms. Okay, when you've done enough of those, you're just going to turn yourself to the front. Bring the hand behind the head, lift the hips up, but keep the knees down. Then start to draw a circle. So you're drawing a circle with your hips. And then change direction. And this feels really nice. People really enjoy these fluid movements. And it's fun, and it feels very feminine and smooth and seamless. And then from here, you just get everyone to come up and adjust themselves so the knees are open wide and the feet are together. So you're in a kneeling position with the legs wide. Take the arms out to the side, and then from here, just start to work through the abs and the obliques. So you're going to move from side to side. So feeling that work through the lower back and the obliques. So getting everyone used to these movements, and then forward and back. If anyone is really uncomfortable sitting low, you can get them to come up a little higher. So side, and then you go forward and back, sorry. So forward and back. And then you mix up those movements together. So you go side, side, forward, back. Side, side, forward, back. And it's such a great workout for your abs and obliques. Feels good. Okay, when you've done enough of those, bring your arms up over your head. Squeeze your bum, push the hips forward, pull the elbows down. And again, as many reps as you need to work the lats and the glutes. Then just get everyone to turn their body in the other direction so now they're facing to the left side. Hook the toes under, lift up. Then bend the knees and either jump or step through to the front of the mat. Bring themselves all the way up and everything repeats again on the other side. So let's just go over that. Now you have the right leg behind the left. So sit down in that split squat and then tap. So you know what's coming. So I'm going to move through this side a little quicker. Okay, so when you've done enough reps of that, you come back into your lunge and then your plank, moving through your press up, back in that stretch, and then into your lunge. Again, so press up, hips to heels, and lunge. As many as you need. I find that it takes people a little bit of time to get used to the pattern. And then when you've done enough, come onto your knees, thread the body through onto the front, fingertips into the floor, legs together. You peel the chest up off the floor, and then you're taking the right leg up. Synchronize the movements with your breath. Ooh, my camera is moving. And keep going while I sort out my camera. That's it. Okay. All right. When you've done enough, come through to all fours. You're here, okay? Then you're going to extend the right leg, left arm. You take the arm, the leg open out to the side, and then you bring everything in. I'm just going to show you what that looks like from the front, in case you don't see. So you're here and here, here and here, okay? So open to the side and in. As many as you need, okay? Then hands come down, go into your press up, lift the leg up to the ceiling. Find that control and stretch, stretch, stretch. Get that leg up high. Make sure you do enough to work the glutes and the chest. And then when you're ready, take the left arm down, right leg straight, your inner turnout, lifting that leg up high, and then bring the heel to the bum for those kicks. Remember to add double time in. Energy, get those glutes on fire. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, you move into that side plank. So the top leg is over the bottom and you're just rolling through your plank to your side plank. Remember, I'm not doing modifications on this side because I did them on the other, so you know what the modifications are. And now hold your side plank, and then that top leg goes over like a rainbow. Keeping yourself as still as you can. And when you've done enough of those, you're going to bring yourself down into that side position, framing the face. Lift the legs up off the floor, rolling onto the back. Whoops, I'm a little bit close to my wall. So you're here on your side. And roll onto your side. And finding that balance and control, smooth movement. Do as many as you need. And then come into that lying supine position. Get ready for your sit-up. So you roll yourself up, you cross over the right leg over the left and flying with the arms. So you have that twist. So fully focused and making this as graceful as you can. Definitely get used to the movement after a few times. Okay, when you've done enough, you just come onto your side. Okay, you lift your hips up, but keep the knees down, hand behind the head, and drawing your circles. Let's change direction. Make those circles really big. Okay, and then we have a new bit at the end, so we don't repeat the kneeling in the hips. So we come into a bridge position, so fingers facing towards the hips. So option 1, the bum stays down, and you do twist, tap and twist, tap and twist, and just a standard bridge. Okay, so pushing the hips, or reverse tabletop, I should say, really, rather than a bridge, reverse tabletop. Okay, so twist and twist, reverse tabletop. If you want something stronger and more intense, you're here with the hips lifted, here, and then push up into your reverse tabletop and reach the arm over the head. And then you change the side that you start on, you do the other side. So it is tap, twist, arm up overhead, reverse tabletop, and tap, twist, tap, twist, arm overhead, reverse tabletop. Get the hips up as much as you can. So just repeat this a few times. It just feels incredible, and make sure that alternating from side to side, and release, and then you're ready for your cool down.